These girls are trying to get to the tip. Guys, please take this seriously. I love mountain views. You know what I love more than beautiful, glorious mountains? Ladies climbing beautiful mountains. Then getting down. No, not like that. I'm sorry, guys. Lockdown got me feeling lonely. Yeah, I know it's over, but I still don't go outside. Instead of improving our demographic statistics, this chick and her boy decide to decrease it by doing some adrenaline-rushing activities. Oh, look, there's another girl. Love triangle? 2 girls and 1 boy? Never finishes well. Someone's going to sleep forever today. Trust me. Oops, the pretty boy got scared of a pigeon and almost fell. He tries to reach the rock, but his insurance goes loose. And yeah, they should have just Netflix and chilled. 51 weeks later, Becky, the girl who lost her husband, heals her soul with the devil's moonshine. She tries to call her husband dad, but he's dead because he died. Desperate, she goes off to the bar where she finds her stalking dad. Come on, a long time's passed and he wants some grandchildren. Why can't you get with that bartender? Becky gets furious and tries to drive away. But this is not an R-rated movie, so she doesn't sit behind the wheel drunk and goes for a walk instead. Responsible. Back home, Becky tries to call Dan again, but his number has been disconnected because he's especially dead. Becky drinks tons of angry juice and takes vitamins until her friend calls. She's a guardian angel, nothing less. Her friend Hunter offers a great adventure, climbing an old dysfunctional TV tower. This monstrous, massive tower reminds Becky of her ex. Kinda weird, so after a moment of doubt, she agrees. Girls hit the rough road. We find out Hunter has a mysterious boyfriend, and she's also a rising YouTube star. Relatable, not the boyfriend part. We also discover this tower was previously the tallest thing in the US. Before Shaq was born, of course. Becky sees a nightmare with her boyfriend. Relatable, not the boyfriend part. Girls wake up and drive to the tower. Hunter videotapes her vlog until being almost hit by a truck passing by. That's a good start. Now death won't get you. Doesn't hit one spot twice. The road to the tower finishes with the danger of death sign. Girls walk on foot until they encounter 2 griffins eating a half-asleep animal. Or is it half alive? I'm not positive. The girls shush the birds away. Classy vegans. I'm for the birds here. At least they're alive. Hunter films the action for YouTube, being sarcastic. Here's a tip. Just put the girls in the thumbnail. Becky feels blue. The poor animal probably reminds her of Dan. Rip in peace. And here's the 1,800-foot ladder. Could you imagine climbing that thing? Becky feels scared too, so Hunter throws a motivational Andrew Tate speech at her. Works like a jar. Girls start climbing the tower. A dusty, rusty, huge thing no one has touched for more than 20 years. I know that all too well. Except mine isn't that long. We're talking about towers. The thing is shaky as hell. Plus, one of the bars crashes when Becky touches it. But they're halfway up, so it's time for a drink. Shot of tequila, and they're ready to continue. 1,800 feet have passed, and they're up. Finish? Not really. There are also 200 more feet of the external ladder. That's where things should get even cooler. But Becky's doubtful. Come on, don't you want to reunite with your husband? Too dark. Don't look down, only up. Shouts Hunter, so she looks down, freezing for a moment. Then Hunter suggests singing some song. They start singing Little Nas X, my favorite. It works for a moment, but the first obstacle clears. A big rusty ear. Hunter passes it with flying colors, but Becky is slow. So Hunter shakes the ladder a bit to get her adrenaline going. The screw falls off, but who cares? This ladder's got at least a handful of them. Finally, Hunter reaches the top. Top of the world. She gives a hand to Becky, and that's when another screw falls off. Yeah, call me when something exciting happens. The girls celebrate with stunning selfies, filming the action with the drone. Hunter goes for the coolest shot, hanging on one hand and stuff. Great physics she's got. I took some parkour classes once after playing too much Assassin's Creed. Then I broke both my legs. Hunter insists that Becky should do the one-hand hanging too. Great idea. I hope she's got her vitamins with an angry Jew shot. Just when the hand starts slipping, Hunter picks her up. Darn it. Man, this is making me afraid of heights. Good thing I'm short. Then, Becky takes Dan's ashes and goes for the funeral speech. She spills the ashes. Very emotional. What is the worst thing about climbing a huge tower? Getting down, of course. Becky goes first. The ladder shakes, and that's when all the screws decide to protest, sending the ladder on a free fall. Hunter barely catches the girl with her insurance and tries to pull her up. Finally, she's up, and the girls break into laughter. Haha, almost died. So what's next? Joy is also my reaction to almost dying. Anyway, it takes them way too long to realize that you can't go down the ladder without the ladder. Amazing. 200 IQ moment. Luckily, the girls have phones. Phones that don't have a signal. The world without Starlink is depressing. Hurry it up, Elon. The girls study their pizza-sized platform. Looks like a 5-star spot for booking, but without food and water, they will soon expire from dehydration. Though they do find binoculars and a flare. Better than nothing, I guess. Then they realize a bag with their water supplies has fallen on that rusty ear. But Hunter is still optimistic. She believes someone must have totally heard the huge boom when the ladder crashed. Now everyone's calling the popo. That's the moment when Becky realizes she got her leg damaged. Those hypothetical couple of days they can survive slowly turns into a couple of hours. Hunter bandages her friend's leg and the girls get comfy. You know what this means? Bear Grylls moment? Oh, never mind. The precious water is wasted. Becky asks why Hunter began YouTube in the first place. Well, you know it's the best platform for girls to promote their private page. You know, the one for fans only. Hunter says she did it after Dan was deleted to teach the world that life is short. Becky hears the name of her ex and gets triggered immediately. No, chill. 5 hours pass and the girls use the time to spot an old RV and a bunch of griffins. I can see they're mad and seek revenge. The birds, that is. Suddenly, the girls get a brilliant idea. Post for help on Instagram and get the phone down with the rope, hoping to get some connection. Hunter gets as low as possible, hanging by one hand again. Show off. Actually, my grip strength is that good too, but only in my right hand. What? I scroll with the left. They get the phone up and check it. No posting. Then they throw the phone down, making sure it doesn't crack by putting it in a shoe and a sock. Brilliant. Just one remark. Instead of posting on IG, tweet that you have one of the secret folders from that one politician's house. FBI will arrive in 5 minutes. Unfortunately, the shoe and sock are not enough. I agree. Nothing beats the real thing. I hope you guys get that. So they enforce it with Hunter's push-up bra. Darn it. The one thing that was holding my attention this entire time will be much more difficult to continue now. A few hours later, Hunter spots some hobo walking around the tower with a dog. The girls try to get the man's attention, but he's Sigma and walks away. Then, Becky throws a shoe and another one. He spots it, the size is not for him, and he walks away. Classic Sigma behavior. Becky wants to shoot a flare, but Hunter considers it better to shoot it when it's dark, since it's their only chance. They wait for dark, and Becky gets time to inspect Hunter's strange tattoo on a leg. Then, she spots her envious sight, seeing Dan and Becky dancing on a video. Sussy. I told you, 2 girls and 1 man never finish well. I for one finish fast. It's dark now. The girls shoot the flare, and it works. Hobos spot them and go for help. They drive to the tower and spot Hunter's car. Oh nice, a car and the owner stuck on a tower. Well, you got it. They stole it. But maybe they took it to get some help. Let's remain optimistic. It's deep into the night, and the annoying red light on top of the tower starts bleeping. Becky confronts Hunter about the tattoo. It says 143. Turns out, it's what Dan used to say to Becky instead of, I love you. Imagine the epic fight girls can have at 2,000 feet up. Well, it would probably last only a couple of seconds before they fall off together. At this point, I'd be happy with that conclusion. Anyway, Dan was clapping Hunter for 4 months behind Becky's back. Scandalous. But the girls decide not to fight on their epic pizza-sized platform. Maybe later, when they get down. I mean, if. They keep talking about the messed up situation because what else can they do there? They say time goes fast with the pleasurable talk. So this one was long, like this darn tower. Finally, morning comes. It's officially been 24 hours since they got stopped. Hunter realizes that she can try and reach the backpack down the car. It's got water and a drone they can use to call for help. So she goes for it. With furious Becky on top, it'll be double the fun. Slowly, Hunter slips down, but the rope is not enough to reach the bag. Then, she gets her insurance off and hangs by one hand. Her signature move, trying to reach the bag again. Doesn't work. So she swings to it and jumps right on the ear. Wow, this thing is solid. Anyway, Hunter grabs the bag and drinks some water right in front of thirsty Becky, just to make her a bit more jealous. Then, she realizes she can't reach the rope and get back, so she uses her selfie stick as a hook. Dude, those things were good for something. She hangs the backpack and tries to reach the rope. Okay, now Becky will get the bag and call for help. Nah, Hunter will jump on the bag. Thirst is playing tricks on their brains. Another jump of help is booming, and Becky pulls her back. Hunter almost reaches it, then slips, and the end. I mean, how could she survive this one? Joke's on you, she just landed on the bag. Whoa, this is so wrong in so many ways. Hunter hurt her hands badly, so it's a one-person job now. Becky pulls her up. The girls write the help message and send the drone offshore, but it's out of battery, so they get it back and it runs out of power, falling into Becky's hands. Nice catch. So, what's next? Is it time to weep quietly into the night? It's nighttime. Becky wakes up and doesn't find Hunter. Griffins fly around her. Those freaking birds. Never should have made them mad. She turns around and finds a sleeping Hunter getting eaten by the birds. Oh god, it was just a dream. Oh, but we're still stuck on this tower, aren't we? Hell yeah, that's real. They realize how to charge the drone. Turn off the annoying red bulb on top and stick the charger in an empty sock. It's Becky's turn to perform the badger. She goes up and tries to unscrew the bulb, but it's pretty hot, so she takes her shirt off to make us hot too. Finally, I got pretty cold after the push-up bra went off the screen. Becky unscrews the bulb and throws her wedding ring in the socket to reach the charging. It worked. Now hang in there for a few hours to charge it full. She does it pretty well, but birds smell the medium rare cooked vegan meat and attack her, and they never succeed. That's why we're on top of the food chain, because we get on top of rusty towers instead of clapping. Go humans. Finally, the drone is charged and Becky gets down. Good old platform. They decide to wait a few more hours for 10 a.m., the motel checkout time. Meanwhile, girls keep themselves busy by sharing some regrets. Becky regrets that she didn't listen to her dad and was rude to him, and Hunter regrets clapping her best friend's husband. You'll have time to apologize. Oh look, it's drone time. The drone goes pretty solid, but the passing by truck is even more solid. It gets the birdie down. These girls cannot catch a break. It's almost nighttime again, so Becky suggested they should send another message with their phone. They could just put in Hunter's second shoe. Great idea, but guess what? Hunter's rip in peace. Dead from all the dying she did that time she fell off. She got smashed on the metal ear and was eaten by meat-eating birds. And Becky only imagined her friend was still alive because she was afraid to be all alone up there. Relatable. The storm is coming, so I guess Zeus will be the final boss. Becky records her last message to her dad. Another morning. Rise and shine, sleepy bird. Talking about birds, when'd you start to eat your leg? But whose food here? We humans are on top. Becky catches the bird, claps it, and eats its fresh juicy meat. Then she goes down to Hunter, writes a message on her phone, gets it in the shoe, then gets the shoe inside Hunter, and throws her body down. A sentence I never thought I'd write. The metal ear decides it's the best time to give up and starts falling off. Luckily, cops were already on the move. Dad comes to the tower on time to see the body bag zipped up. Jokes, it's just Hunter. Becky is alive and well, and will never mix vitamins with angry juice again. Moral of the story? I have no idea. Hello, I am once again asking for your subscriptional support. We're almost at 1 million. It's almost the end of the year. Come on, we can do this, guys.